Hey everybody. Today we're going to be tapping on the gene key 12, the gate 12, the gate of caution. So when you're ready, we're just going to connect to our breath. You can put your hands on your chest and your belly. Beginning to sense the ebb and the flow of your breath. The rise and the fall of your belly, of your chest. Sensing your connection to the space within and the space outside of your body. Connecting to the earth from below or your chair. When you're ready, you can find me at the side of the hand. Even though sometimes when I want to communicate from my heart, I feel I lose my power. I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though when I speak from my heart, I sometimes feel weak. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though sometimes when I speak vulnerably from my heart, I feel very weak and vulnerable. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. I don't like to speak from my heart. Speaking from my heart. Feeling weak. My heart is weak. Speaking from my heart is a sign of weakness. Can't find my power from speaking from my heart. Speaking from my heart feels powerless. Speaking from my heart. Deep breath. Take a look around the room. You can take a sip of water. Check in with your body. Check in with any emotions that may have come up when you tap through speaking from your heart. Invitation here to, if something came up, a sensation in your body or a memory of when you spoke from your heart. And say, even though I had this memory of when I spoke from my heart, I deeply and completely love and accept myself 3 times. And then go through this time when I spoke from my heart, this time when I spoke from my heart. Or if it was a sensation in the body, even though I feel this anxiety in my hands when I talk about speaking from my heart. And you can tap through that one more time. Or you can tap through that thing that we just tapped through one more time to see if we can lower the sensation that you feel, the strength on a scale from 0 to 10, which I didn't do before we started. But if you're still above a 5, tap again. See if you can lower it a little bit of the anxiety you feel or the discomfort you feel or the unease you feel when speaking, when you think about speaking from your heart. So pause here, or we're going to continue on another aspect right now. Side of the hand. Even though I believe in the power of language, I believe in the words more so than the feelings or frequency behind my words. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though I sometimes get tricked by my own words and believe if I say something enough, it will be true. Rather than looking at the feelings behind these words, the frequency that emanates from me, when I'm speaking the words. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though I sometimes put the importance in language, in words, over my feelings, over my frequency. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. The power of words. Not looking at the feelings. Not looking at the frequency behind my feelings. Language. Just gotta get the words right. Feelings don't matter as much. Don't want to look at the feelings. The feelings behind my words, the frequency behind my words. The frequency behind the words I say. Deep breath. Feel free to look around the room. Take a sip of water. Deep inhale, exhale. Pause here if you need to tap through that again, where something came up, either a memory or something in your body. Invitation to tap through that right here, right now. If not, we're going to continue on to one other aspect of this gate 12. When you're ready. Even though when I do this type of work, when I begin to expand spiritually, I sometimes begin to feel more pure, sometimes better than the average human, which separates me from myself and my fellow humans. And this is part of the shadow of this 12. And I can't talk my way out of it. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though when I do my own work, my spiritual work of expansion, and I am lit up, I sometimes feel purer than my fellow human. And I separate myself from the people that I need, the community that I need. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Even though when I do my work, my spiritual work of expansion, and I go down all the rabbit holes, I expand and I feel higher, hierarchically, not just a different frequency. And I separate myself from my community. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself, who I am and how I feel. Being pure, feeling better, higher, being higher, hierarchically, separating myself from my community. I'm not the same. I'm really special and different. No one can understand me from this vantage point that I sit. I'm not the same. Deep breath. Take a sip of water. Looking around the room just to connect back to the space. Thank you so much for tapping with me. Invitation to tap through that same sequence again, or anything that came up. You know the basic recipe. Change the words. This is a tool for you to use for your empowerment, because we need you to be you. Drink water when you're tapping, and please have a beautiful day.